So the Eight of Wands is traditionally a very active card. It's a fast-paced card. It means go, 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 which is often what the Leo energy can be like. It can represent the ability to travel somewhere, and it can be by air because it's such a fast looking card, and those wands are coming to us through the air. This can be a sign of air travel. So some of you may be planning trips away in the month of April or even from late March on, and this can be overseas and it can be by plane. So it can also relate to fast changes coming in our creative sector. So for some of you, this could be around your work, or your work, your ideas, your hobbies, your passions. It has also traditionally been known as a card that could indicate a romance coming on board. So things like new people around you. And again, this doesn't have to be just romance. It can be just amazing new friends, new communities, and this could be because you're perhaps traveling for work as well as pure personal interest, and that you meet people through workspaces or ideas or places. Some of you could be attending like overseas forums or events where there are speaking, and that's where the lips can come to mind too. So that you could be attending conferences and things like that where there's a lot of talking that goes on. Some of you may be giving talks, or that you're just going along to listen to them. So let's see a clarifier for us on this Eight of Wands. This is for Leo, wanting a bit of clarifying on the Eight of Wands. And what message are you giving us here? I also thought we might have seen a lion come through the cards for you guys. It sometimes happens for Leo. I'm not sure why, but let's just see. Oh, with two of them popped out kind of on top of each other. So there's the sacral chakra here, which is very much the area of the body which is about creativity and passion and ideas that come through. So it's kind of like in the lower abdomen area. It is the seat of creativity, especially for women. The conflict and defeat is not such a nice card. It's a card of definitely words and communication and talking, but often it's about the conflict, that we've been arguing with someone or trying to win an acquisition or a certain direction about a subject, or wanting our way to be had. Now, when this card turns up, I always say to people, this is a warning for you, so take heed of it, that there is something around you that is brewing, and it is often with friends or work colleagues or family members, and there's going to be some sort of debate that gets a bit out of control. So what this card is a forewarning of is to choose your words carefully and choose what's worth fighting about and what's worth walking away. Now, these people in the background look like shadowy figures, but these are the ones that often leave your life for good when this card is around. So if there's someone that you think is annoying you, like they're grating on your nerves for some reason, but you don't really want to say goodbye to them for good, then think twice about this. Perhaps just avoid having this conflict, or avoid having to get your message across. But if it's something that does need changing, like perhaps rules that need to be formatted around the structure of, say, within a business or co-workers or employees, then yes, go ahead and do it, but do it in a way that isn't offensive and doesn't, make it derogatory for others to hear. The sacral chakra, since they both popped out, and you'll notice that they share very similar colour palette. So these two cards could be relating to a very similar message for you. Oh, and it's another 2. So you've got 3 2s coming in this reading. Now, 2s are usually about balance, cooperation. You're balancing situations and people and relationships. So there's so much orange and yellow going on in here that these areas of your body right at this moment could need a little bit of adjustment, they could need opening up, and they could need balancing. So think about that in terms of releasing energy or pent-up emotions around this area of you. And these could be relaying themselves as anger or frustration, or feeling like something is stagnant, or that you're not getting your own way, or that people aren't seeing your side of the story. So there are ways of dealing with this at the physical end from your own self that will help get creativity or free-flowing movement going again. So doing some really powerful core exercises, going for some good walks, or even doing a bit of running. Some really powerful yoga strengthening back and core exercises could be important. Also eating, drinking these type of foods that have this colour system in them. Do a bit of meditation, spend some time outdoors, and think how you would like to get this blockage moved on, or how you would like to put these words across to people, the best way possible. So since we've already had 2 of those jump out, I'll just do one more, and I'll do one of these angel cards just as a final clarifier here for Leo to see what it is that we can just sign this column off on. So what's the last thing that you could tell Leo here about this situation? A way to sort of balance it, I think, would be a good idea. So this is for Leo. Last clarifier for this column. Okay. Trust. To have trust in something, whether it's trust in yourself or the situation, or also what other people are saying. Have a bit of faith and trust that sometimes what they have, input that they have to put in, could be valuable and worth understanding or listening to. You'll see the depictions there of the white light, and we talked about that a little bit earlier. There are some beautiful animals that have come in the background. We see some deer and butterfly, some amethyst crystals, which could be beneficial for you guys just for bringing in some peace. But have some trust that the situation, if there is one that does arise around you in this month, could be healed with some, really positive white light energy, or with some peace and calm, or with some ability to hear or talk with more, openness or calmness. I think that's a nice way to finish off that column. It's given us a lot of that beautiful white light energy that we did talk about. So we come up here to our second number 2 of the 3 2s that we've already got. This card he's kind of like a juggler in life. So again, he feels things coming and going. So this month could be a bit of an up and down one for you guys. That's what I'm thinking, especially when I see this card. We see a boat in the background. So we're still on this possibility of travel or movement. Travel can sometimes not necessarily be literal or physical. It may be that it is more metaphysical. You're traveling from one situation to another, or one paradigm, or one set of energies to another. With this card in particular, I often find that there is the potential for a job interview to be had, and sometimes it is a job that relates to overseas one way or another. So possibly attending an interview away from where you live, or the job may take you traveling or be overseas. And of course, for some of you, boating may be part of this picture of this month, whether or not you are going on a boat or you own a boat, whether you are involved in some sort of yachting adventure or racing on boats. The juggler is juggling things in life, and he has a little bit of a skeptical or worried look on his face, because I think he is trying to balance finances in particular. So during the month we can see coming and going of money. Sometimes you'll get a little bit of an increase, which could be a small thing that comes to you via ways of inheritance or a small windfall. You might play the lotto and win $30 or $19. And there's also other times where you might get an unexpected bill come in. And sometimes I think of things like cars that need fixing. So your car could have an unexpected cost. New tyres, for instance, or it doesn't pass its registration or warrant and you have to get something done there. Check your water in your cars. Make sure they're not overheating. And your oil, give it an oil change, actually, would be a good thing. So keep a little bit aside in this month, keep a bit of money aside, and yes, there's potential here for possibly new job opportunities. And for some of you thinking of businesses or starting a business, this card also can give us feelings and thoughts of that type of realm as well, and contemplating it. So let's see what a clarifier is going to be from this energy deck. Okay, this is for Leo, clarifier for the Two of Pentacles. Wow, first chakra, Archangel Michael. So interestingly enough, and I've done a few of the readings for the month now, none of the other chakra cards from either of the decks came out, but you guys have got two already. You've got the sacral chakra and the first chakra with Michael here. So this is the first down here, and the second, which was the first one you had, is this area here of the body. So we talked a little bit briefly in the beginning about this feeling of high vibrational energies coming onto the planet for April. Michael is one of the archangels that is often giving out this positive energy source. So he is available to call upon if there is any angst or stress or things that you feel you need a little bit of help with. Now, he's a very good protector. So if any of you feel the need for protection around you, and as I said, I feel like this video is going to be very active right from when you view it. So if there's something going on that you've been involved in that needed the feeling of protection around you, call upon it right now. Now, because the planet is quite agitated and there's a lot going on, both with humans and geographically, and with Gaia herself, these archangel vibrational energies are already really overloaded. So there are other angelic realms or high vibrational energies you can call on for support and protection. Some of these are the unknown angels. So there's thousands and thousands of them, tens of thousands, literally waiting to assist you in supporting things that you need in your daily life. Until you ask for help, you will not receive it. It's the same, it's that old analogy, ask and you shall receive. So it works at every single level of life, not just the physical, but the things that you cannot see either. So be prepared to ask in this month of April coming up for the things that you need and want. The other thing is that this first chakra really represents this area of the body. So again, there's a potentiality here for some sort of blockage or stagnation or stalemate. Now this area represents our finances and our home, and it represents our tribal energy, the connection to all that. It also represents that part of the body, so the back, the spine, the hips, the thighs, those type of things. So some of you may be feeling stiff or sore in these areas of your body. You may have like operations that need to be done or manipulation. Go and get a really good massage this month, you guys. I think it would benefit your thoracic part of your body all through here, and it will help free up ideas. It will help free up stiffness or sore joints. It could help creativity and surge a little bit of passion back into these areas of your life. So if any of you have had this like a problem with your money, which is what the Two of Pentacles can sometimes suggest, that there's this coming and going, or feeling as though there's not enough, or wanting a little bit more from things. So, you might have wanted a better job offer, or you might have been wanting a promotion, or you might have been waiting for money to come in from somewhere and it's not. So a person who said they would pay back a loan or pay their monthly bill or their rental, or their grocery money towards the flat, anything like that might be stagnating or be falling behind. This is where these messages are all tying in together, and you guys need to really activate it to get the flow back again. So I do feel as though money is in and out, and I've got the feeling earlier, I said you'll be an up and down month. If you really activate this, get it flowing again, allow the energy to come in right from the top and down, and also from down and up, and clear any blockages, you'll feel much more free flow around all of those paradigms and money as well. So with that in mind, let's do a John Holland and see as a final clarifier, what are they trying to tell us? What are they wanting us to support this other message with? So this is for Leo, clarifying the first chakra and the Two of Pentacles. Yay, yay. See, that's a really good one. After what we've talked about, and if you do some of those things, your prosperity will continue for some of you who are already in a good financial position. But this is the offer of the financial gains or financial newness. This really represents the Ace of Pentacles, because this is a Pentacles card and that's the number one. It represents the Ace. So prosperity begins after what I've told you about the ways to make the changes and, you know, focus on freeing up any stiffness or lack. You will get the prosperity coming in. So there's a little bit of work for you to do if you are a little bit stuck, and then focus on this here, on the prosperity, on the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel for quite a lot of you there is a possibility of a new job offer, and I think if you attend an interview, a lot of you will have the success and the offer of a job. Some of you, it could be moving away from where you live, so moving to a different state. For some of you, it could be moving to a different country, if not moving to a different company at least, and it could involve travel. Yeah, I feel if you clear up this and free flow this energy, think positively about it, do some physical work on it, do some physical energy around that part of you, you will feel the prosperity coming in. I think there's movement, there's activation of movement. So that's a brilliant card and a great one to finish on there for you guys. With this next one, we see the Two of Swords, and she sits there with a little bit of, oh wow, you know, which way do I go, left or right? And we notice the moon in the background. We've just had a supermoon in March on the 22nd, which has really been quite powerful. So the moon there could be representative of cycles for you guys that could play an importance. And that could be the new moon. It could be relating to the eclipses that were back in February, but it could also be relating to the July eclipses coming up. So it feels as though you're at a crossroads and you either cannot see the way clearly because obviously she's blindfolded, or you're just having a little bit of a quandary as to which option to take. The card often does represent the fact that there are choices for us. So there's a possibility here that you are contemplating which choice to make. So we will do some clarifiers for those to see what else can help us with. Sometimes it's about using your logic, because she can't actually see the way forward. So she's got to think about it. She has to spend some time and energy making a wise decision. So this can be really helpful time to write down lists like, what would happen if I pick option A? What would happen if I pick option B? And then write the pros and cons for each. And as you do that, you quite often find a very clear decision. One seems better than the other, and then that helps you to make an appropriate decision. So I'll come back to this one here and see what it is that we are asking for clarity or clarification with this Two of Swords for Leo. What more can you tell us? Sometimes, you know, the swords have a lot to do with communication. So sometimes this can be either verbal communication or written documentation. Some of you may have had a contract handed to you or will have, and you think, is it quite what I want or not? Some of you, it could be about legal documents that you have to sign and you're pondering, do I sign these or not? Or have they been fairly written up? Do they need changing? So there's a lot of different things because, of course, remember this is a general reading. Okay. Yeah, you know, we're coming back again to this. Wow, didn't I say we were going to have an up and down month, Leo? So what's going on? We've got this prosperity begins over here, the Ace of Pentacles, and then boom, we've got this back again. I don't know. I don't have an answer here because it's a little bit odd. Oh, are we back to the Two of Pentacles where we had this money coming and going, so unexpected bills that turn up. So you get a little bit of money come in, you might get a pay rise, you might have a slight windfall, you might get this better opportunity, a job offer perhaps. It's just, remember, it is just the beginning of the prosperity. So sometimes this takes plans and actions, and it doesn't mean it happens all at once. So it's a great card, but it's a card in working, right? So those are wonderful altogether, and then we get this. So again, it makes me think of unexpected expenditures, a bill that crops up, or maybe there's a family issue and you have to loan someone a bit of money, or you have to put some money in to finance something or support someone. Or you forgot about a bill from a past holiday that turns up on your Visa card. Or you've had a restriction maybe put on, or you applied for a loan and it hasn't come through when it should have, or it was less than you expected. We still need some more clarification here.